this slide presentation will discuss the fourth chapter of our book, which is cost, volume, profit, relationships. So let's have a quick outline of our discussion. So this will be divided into parts kasi medyo mahaba, no, yung aking discussion. So we will discuss about the variable costing income statement format, importance of understanding CVP relationships, CVP analysis for break-even planning, CVP analysis for revenue and cost planning, the CVP graphs, assumptions and limitations in CVP analysis, CVP analysis with changes in cost structure, CVP analysis for multi-product firm, and sensitivity analysis. So let's start with the variable costing income statement. So sanay tayo dun sa format, no, na if you are familiar with the merchandising business, kung na-take up siya nung high school, no, ang general format nung income statement niya is net sales less cost of goods sold, that's gross profit, and then less operating expenses, that will give you the net profit. So yung variable costing income statement, ito yung format niya, yung nasa kanan. So net sales less variable costs equals contribution margin, and then you deduct fixed costs from the contribution margin, that will give you the net profit. So ano yung nangyari, no, from the usual format na ginagamit natin sa external reporting, yung nasa kaliwa, no, yan yung sumusunod sa accounting standard. Ano yung significant difference between this format at yung variable costing income statement? So nangyari lang naman dyan, ano, yung cost of goods sold, yung kanyang variable part, nilagay natin doon sa variable cost sa kabilang panig, sa variable cost income statement. Yung fixed part naman niya is nilagay natin sa fixed cost, no? So iniwalay natin yung fixed at variable component ng cost of goods sold, and then inilagay natin siya sa corresponding part niya doon sa contribution format, o yun din yung tawag doon sa nasa kanan, no, contribution format of income statement or variable costing income statement. Ganon din yung ginawa natin sa operating expenses, ano, yung variable part niya nilagay natin doon sa variable cost nung nasa kanan, yung format na gagamitin natin. And then yung fixed part niya ay nilagay natin doon sa fixed cost, no? So basically, pareho lang naman sila na nagko-compute na net profit. Kaya lang, ang ginagawa natin ay from the format as required by the accounting standard, dinidistinguish natin yung fixed from variable components, no? Tapos pinagsasama-sama natin sila. So lahat ng variable cost, of course, under variable cost, at lahat ng fixed cost ay under ng fixed cost. So, before we proceed, meron na akong isang very important reminder. So, kung napansin nyo, napakadaming formulas doon sa book, pero I recommend to forget the formulas, no? They are not needed as long as you understand the relationships among the elements. So, hindi kailangang kabisaduhin yung formula. Ang kailangan maintindihan yung relationship between sales, variable cost, yung total, yung per unit. Okay, so we will have more of that later. So, importance of understanding cost-volume profit relationship. So, saan ba nagagamit yung mga concept na matutunan natin dito sa cost-volume profit analysis? So, isa sa mga nasasagot ng CVP analysis ay kung ilang units ang dapat i-manufacture, lalo na kapag meron kang target net income. Second, nasasagot din nito, how many units must be exceeded so that profit will be earned. So, yung tinatawag nating break-even point, no? So, yung contribution format income statement, nagagamit siya, no? Mas madali siyang gamitin para masagot ilan ba yung units yung dapat nating mabenta para masambot yung cost, no? Net income is zero. So, walang profit, walang loss. So, yung tinatawag na break-even. Should the selling price be changed? So kasi po pag babago ka ng selling price, meron din siyang epekto sa volume, no? Pwede siyang bumaba. So yung mga ganyang decision making problems, no? Kung kailangan bang itaas yung selling price, kung magdudulot ba ito ng mas malaking profit, ay nasasagot po siya ng CVP analysis. Should the company spend more in advertising? So yan, so ina-analyze yung, halimbawa, nag-advertise ka, syempre, most probably ay tataas yung iyong unit sales. So, it does not necessarily result to additional profit, ano? So, titingnan, sulit ba yung kung mag-i-spend tayo ng advertising? So, titingnan yung epekto niya sa net income using the CVP relationships. What profit will be realized in selling a given number of units? So, using CVP analysis, madali nating makukompute magkano yung magiging profit kapag nakabenta ng a certain number of units. Should the product be sold as is or processed further? So, ito ay para doon sa mga product na pag nag-undergo ng konting process, pwede mo na siyang ibenta or pwede mo pa siyang i-undergo ng isa pang process at pwede siyang ibenta ng mas mahal. So, ano ba mas maganda? Ibenta na siya ngayon or i-process further bago ibenta ng mas mahal? So, CVP relationship can help solve those problems. How will profit be affected by proposed changes? So, minsan may mga proposal yung business na mababago yung cost structure. So, titingnan ano ba yung magiging epekto nito sa income. At yan po ay nakikita sa pamamagitan ng CVP or Cost Volume Profit Analysis.